Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be getting out and about today. I'm going to be visiting a few little free libraries and exchanging some books that I currently have for some new books. If you don't know what a little free library is, it's basically these boxes that people or businesses can put outside of their houses. They can put them in parks, sometimes they're in front of schools, and they're just filled with books that other people have brought to it. So you can put books in, take books out. I'm pretty sure, obviously, there's no one like monitoring them. I mean, maybe some have cameras, I don't know, but you should put, however many books you put in, that's all you should take out, in my opinion. Like, don't take 10 books when you only put like 2 in. That's not how that works. So I have 3 books that I'm going to be putting in. The first one is Without a Hitch. This book I'm not going to go into detail about what these books are about because I did a video on that where you can't even see it. It's like behind the steering wheel. I've already done a video on that explaining what the books were, but yeah, DNF'd this, getting rid of this. Okay, my camera arrangement was not working up there, so I'm going to finish like this, but this is the second one. It's called The Orphan Master's Son. This one I got from a, what is it called, like blind date with a book off of Etsy, and I just did not like it, could not finish it. And then this one I'm pretty sure I got from a Goodwill, and it's called The Shack. It's like a thriller book. Again, I tried this one too. I started all of these and DNF'd it, so that's why I'm gonna be putting those in there. Okay, what's in here? Right away, I'm not seeing anything I know. Okay, this one looks interesting. It looks like a summer cute romance book. So I think I'm gonna take this. There's also a Harry Potter book up here. Not like an actual one, but it's like a source book. That's cool. Oh, there's a lot in this one. Holy crap. Oh my god. I think this one looks cute. I love how bright the cover is. Okay, hi guys. It's a couple hours later actually from when I last filmed, when I got back from my little free library excursion. So I wanted to show you guys the books that I actually got and kind of give y'all like a summary of what they are. So the first one that I picked up at the first one that I went to was called The Happiness Project. It's by Gretchen Rubin. I love the colors on this. It is so pretty. It says that it's a #1 New York Times bestseller. It actually has really good reviews on Goodreads. I think it's over 4 stars. And there's almost like 200,000 reviews of this book. I have never personally heard of it, but it's apparently very popular. I mean, it has a lot of reviews and they're very good. So this was the first one that I got. It says, Gretchen Rubin had an epiphany one rainy afternoon in the unlikeliest of places, a city bus. The days are long, but the years are short, she realized. Time is passing, and I'm not focusing enough on the things that really matter. In that moment, she decided to dedicate a year to her happiness project. She basically like tests different ways over a full year on like how to be happier in life. So this seems really, really interesting. I feel like this is going to be the first book that I read, but let me tell y'all about the second one. So the next one is called Kismet. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how else you would, but I've just never heard of that word before. But look at the cover on this. It is so pretty. This is like the perfect summer. I almost want to save this for the summer, but I'm not going to. But the back says, for as long as anyone can remember, it has been Amy, Joe, and Ben. Amy and Joe, the inseparable sharp twins who couldn't be more different. And Ben, Amy's childhood sweetheart turned husband. But as this year's 4th of July weekend approaches, something feels off. Joe's whirlwind engagement and wedding ceremony now eclipse the twins' long-awaited 30th birthday. Recent arguments between Amy and Ben have left their marriage feeling more like a make-believe than ever after. And as Kismet transforms for Joe's... Okay, so I'm guessing Kismet is like the name of a city. Or like a little beach town maybe. Amy's trusted trio will be tested by the most unexpected hurdle yet, the arrival of a handsome, mysterious newcomer in a best man suit. One with a strikingly familiar face, a face that Amy had planned to never see again. So That sounds pretty good. I am gonna start with the Happiness Project. This one just sounds really good to me, and it has so many good reviews on Goodreads that I just really want to read this first. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. The rest of this is gonna be a little reading vlog. We're gonna see what the keys to happiness in life are, apparently. I think this is just so interesting that it's like, is this based on a true story? It has to be, that she was just sitting on a bus one day and she was like, I'm gonna change my life. Like, I have to be happier. So I'm excited to read this, and yeah, honestly, let's just get right into it. Hi guys, I have some not so good news. So obviously I started this book and it started out really great. Like it wasn't like giving self-help vibes, but it also was. Like, she's telling her own personal story. And it actually had some really good points. Like, I'm not even joking. I was 20 pages in and I was like, I'm gonna apply this to my life. Like, I love that idea. Like, I was already going on to Notion and like doing these things. And then I kept reading and it just kind of went downhill. So I made it a little ways. Like, I'm on page 59 and it was just so repetitive. I mean, it was so repetitive. She tells like the same story over and over on every single page. It feels like, I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of a self-help book. It's kind of not. Like, I don't know what this is categorized as, but yeah, it's just her. I think it's based from like 2009, and she's just doing all of these things to make her life better, which I'm sure they do help you. Like I was saying, I was very intrigued, honestly, at some of the things she was doing. And I honestly think that already what I read in this, I'm going to try to keep applying to my life. But it's just, I can't keep going with it. I can't. I'm going to have to start another book. I was going to try to like make each book a different part, like a different video. But yeah, this book, I'm gonna have to put it down for right now. I don't want to, I'm gonna like, what is it called? Like soft DNF. Like, I don't want to say I'm not gonna finish it forever. Maybe if I'm ever feeling like down and I want to feel inspired, I'll pick this back up, but now is not the time for that. So that being said, I'm going to start this book, Kismet, which I wanted to, like I said, make this a whole other video, like a part 2, but because that one did not work out, we're gonna be starting this. So the text is very big. Hopefully I can fly through this. And yeah, I'm just feeling very down. That I mean, it's never a good feeling when you have to DNF a book, but it's just annoying in this sense. So who knows? If I just absolutely do not like this book, I may go to another little free library and exchange it again. But yeah, just wanted to update y'all, starting this book now. Guys, look at this page that came right after the prologue. It's literally like a little wedding, what is this called? Like an itinerary. I love when books do cute stuff like this. Like, that's just adorable. It's the next day. I wanted to give y'all an update on where I'm at in this book. So I'm on page 126. I've read a good amount since I last talked to y'all. Actually, I don't even remember if this is the first update or not, but either way, I've read a lot. Overall thoughts on this book, it's not amazing, it's not bad. It's literally just, this is like what I would say a solid 3-star book would be. It's just like, it's there, it's average. It is an adult romance. There's not any spice in it, at least not yet. I will say though that there are mentions of miscarriage in this. That's kind of, it's not what the book is centered around, but it's what one of the main characters' feelings are centered around, and so it comes up a little bit. So if you happen to stumble upon this video and that's just not something you want to read about, then maybe don't read this book. But it is a pretty good book. I wanted to tell y'all this. I don't know if any of y'all have watched Emily in Paris, the TV show, but it's so good. You should go watch it. But there's a guy in this book. His name's Emmett. He is the like younger lover guy that she was with in college. He comes back in and he reminds me of, oh my God, what is his name? Is it Archie? I think his name is Archie in the show, but that's who he reminds me of, this Emmett dude. I don't even know why. It's just his personality. He's always got like this little smile on his face, and I don't know, it just reminds me so much of him. So if you like Emily in Paris, you might love Emmett in this book. The girl main character, or one of the girl main characters, is kind of making me mad. She's literally about to throw away her marriage and her amazing husband for this Emmett guy who just randomly showed back up in her life. But her husband is like the sweetest man ever. She was like out somewhere with Emmett, like basically cheating on her husband, and her husband texted her and was like, you need to come home right now, like we need to talk. And when she got home, he had like prepared a picnic for her and got her favorite like wine and food. And so like while he was trying to do something like so nice for her, she was like out almost cheating on him. And it's just, I don't know, that's one thing about the book I don't like. I don't even know what trope that would be. It's just, that's kind of annoying to me. But overall, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'd recommend it so far. I'm not going to think about it. Like, it's not going to be one of my top books, but I do want to see who she ends up with in the end. So I'm about to go sit on the patio. It's in the 70s out, mid-February, and it's in the mid-70s. I'm about to go sit out there, read, and I'll probably talk to you guys later today. It is a couple hours later now. I'm now on page, I hate when pages like just don't have page numbers. I'm on page 229 now. So I've read quite a bit since I last talked to y'all. I think like about 100 pages. I sat outside on the patio and just enjoyed the weather, and it felt so nice out. I think it's like 3 hours later now. I feel like not much has happened, like anything major to update y'all. The main girl is still kind of annoying to me. Just the way that she's treating her family is like insane. Like, she's treating her husband like absolute garbage, even though he's trying to do nice things for her. She's treating her twin sister just so horrible. Like, on her wedding, I don't think it's her wedding day yet, but it's like her wedding weekend, and she's just treating her so horribly. It's crazy, and it like breaks my heart for these other characters. But I'm almost done. I have like, how many pages does this have? I think I only have like 100 pages left, if that. So I was thinking about this. I don't know if I've ever read a book with twins in it, to where like twins were the main character. I'm gonna laugh if I literally have, and I just cannot remember. I'm looking at my bookshelf and I just don't remember twins in any book I've ever read. But I feel like I should update y'all more. I can't think of anything crazy that's like happened that like is even worthwhile to update y'all on. So I guess I'm just gonna keep reading, and I'll talk to y'all if something crazy happens. Okay guys, I finally finished the book. I wanted to give y'all my final thoughts on it. So overall, it wasn't a bad book, but it wasn't the greatest book, which I think I've already touched on. Like, it was just pretty average. The beginning of it was a little bit boring to me. It got a lot better towards the end. Like, I think I read the second half like 2 times as fast as the first half, just because I wanted to know like who she ended up with and just what happened. But I was debating on if I was going to give this 3 stars or 3.5, but I think I'm going to settle on 3, just because I just don't think that this is a book that I'm going to think about very often. I think that it had an interesting storyline. It definitely was like a little beachy read, but it wasn't the kind of beachy read that like it's not a good romance book, if that makes sense. Like, you would look at this and you would think this is a romance book, and it is, but it's not. Like, it's not a light-hearted, fun read. It's more of like they're at the beach for a wedding, but things go wrong, and then they find their happy endings in the end. But yeah, I wouldn't like go out of my way to say like you should go get this book, but if you just happen to come across it, I would say read it. Like, it's pretty good. It's just, don't go to Barnes and Nobles and like look for this book, because it's not that good. But this book does only have like 1,000 reviews on Goodreads, and I love reading books that are like lesser known. So the fact that it was like a pretty new book, I think it came out less than a year ago. Like, it was like April of 2023 or something, I think is what it said. But I love reading books that are not as well known and kind of talking about them so that other people may read them and it can become more well known. So yeah, if you see it, I'd say read it, but don't go out of your way to get it. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. I only had 2 books to read. I definitely want to do more of these. I'm thinking about making it into a series, just because this is such an easy way to get new books. I mean, they're technically free, you know? They're not like free because like you have to put a book that you currently own in, but you get like new books for free, if that makes any sense. So I'm thinking of maybe doing this like once every 2 months, maybe. I don't want to do it too often, but I think it's really, really fun, and I can always like switch out books that I just know I'm not going to read again or I didn't like. And I already do have more books that I'm unhauling. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not already, make sure to like and subscribe to see more videos from me. Be my best friend, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.